But boy, when they get somebody who seems like they're on the mountaintop, ooh, and seem to say all the right things, wearing their brands, but seem to say all the right things when they're calm, but when their buttons are pushed, and then they act like they on the street, savage. You don't think that they say, oh, that's who they really are. Just push the buttons. You don't even got to put a hand on them. And they will act like, you know what. This message is for black people. Just black people. But not all black people because all kinfolk and kinfolk. This is a message for black people who are all about uplifting the culture, who are about being positive representatives for the next generation, who are about uplifting the standard or the hopes or living out the hopes and dreams of our ancestors in this country. This is to those black people. Are we okay with Dawn's reaction? Are we okay with the way she represented herself in the moment, which is a representation of us? And if you don't think that, like, what? Okay, so there used to be a saying, still is a saying, um, that's genuinely attached to the faith. So people often say, okay, um, for most people who are Christian, they'll tell them, okay, for those who don't know the Christian faith, you may be the only Bible they ever read. And you could say the same thing for those who are Muslim and attributed to the Quran, or you can even go as far as the Torah, whatever the faith is. I'm not saying that black people in general are the faith. What I'm saying is that to those who don't know us, to those outside of the culture, I don't care if you interact with them at work or at the gym. I don't care. Um, you are likely the only representation that they truly have of black people until they see something like this. So I used to have a thing where growing up I used to love the news, but I wouldn't watch it because I became quickly aware that the reporters, the producers behind it seemed like whenever there was a tragedy or incident, they couldn't wait to find the black person in the crowd. I don't care how many people were there who who would talk backwards or sideways, and they just hold that camera in their faces and hold that mic up to their lips and just let them talk and talk and talk. And I know the racists were at home like, yeah, that's them. That person represents all of them, even the ones who dress up nice. That's them. They're ignorant. They're savage. They're out of control. They're less than. And this could be people that's at home that truly are don't have it together. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Okay, fast forward to Don's situation. It seems great or whatever, but no, Don's coaching it means more than that. Even before she got to South Carolina, but when she was coaching Dupree, that's when I started paying attention. Dupree was balling, but that's now the head coach at Tennessee State. Moving forward, but my point is, Don is like an oak tree. I consider with branches that just reach out, and she is helping many other coaches, black coaches, especially black women coaches, get in positions that they should rightfully have. You know, for a lot of people in positions, athletic directors of colleges, for many of them, they have to see it first. You know, see it for a while. They see Dawn, oh, she's a champion, she's winning, she has this type of pedigree. Okay, well, let me see what the next person has. Oh, okay, she's amazing. Okay, let's try her in this role. And whether it's the coach from Ole Miss, the coach from Syracuse, who Geno also helped, or is it the coach that used to be at BCU that is now, I want to say James Madison, I'm not sure, somewhere in the Boston area, I believe. She continues to help coaches get into positions or thrive in positions that they should have had all along. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. She's so important to it. I know, I know, I know. But we can't dismiss the behavior. Are we okay with, I will whoop Geno's? Hey, I will whoop Geno's. Like, the camera is perfectly placed so close to her mouth, so close to her face that we could be able to read exactly what she's saying. And she's stressing those words. She ain't trying to hide them one bit, knowing that the cameras are on her. Are we okay? So in the post conference, I just expected her to say that Geno threatened her life. That he threatened her life, he threatened her mom's life, he threatened anybody who was close to her, he threatened her life. And that's why she reacted the way she reacted. And even still, I would say, okay, you know what? Are we okay with that? I keep looking at all these posts. That seems that we are not just okay with that, we love that. Like, yeah, and these are grown black people who have kids. Some are teachers, some are principals, some are coaches, some are preachers, some are politicians' kids, whomever, cops. We okay with that? Are we? You know what? I link this to let's say Dawn is not a fully grown adult. Let's say she's a kid. Let's say she's a teenager, and somebody um went off. Like somebody went off. Look, you took my spot, or you weren't in class where you're supposed to be, or you took my seat, or whatever. You gonna fight? Is that what we gonna do? Is that what we encouraging? Is that what we applauding? Get them, get them. Or let's say you're a full grown adult and somebody cuts you off, or you feel like, you know what? Or they shot a bird, or they blew their horn, or they rode, whatever. Are you gonna get out your car and fight? If so, you're going to jail. I'm telling you right now. You're going to jail. Might be going to prison. Or worse. Or worse. But my point is that the representation that we want for ourselves? And I could just envision all the racists at home saying, that's who they are. Look at that, laughing. Ha 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 ha. And we make it memes. Now make it memes and we laugh and they laugh, but they're not laughing with us, they're laughing at us. And some of us who are not who are not kinfolk are laughing at us too. This situation was like that. When I saw Dawn, ooh, I got so angry. For those who don't watch basketball, you may see Schaefer, the Texas coach, or whoever, may see him upset, pounding that little paper in his hand. You will see Kim Mulkey with her elaborate clothing, running up and down, hollering, screaming at the refs or whatnot. I don't necessarily know if I've seen her. I've seen the stare downs from her. I've seen the camera on her if she was cursing them. But they sure love to be on Dawn when she's cursing. And it's not the first time. It's more like an explosion close to the mountaintop of a time. And we've always been okay with it. Why? Is it because you like the brand she's wearing? You used to watch her play for USA Basketball or Virginia? You appreciated her when she was coming up through the ranks as a coach? Is that why we can easily turn our head to how that behavior is going? My thing is that not Agumake, because she's Nigerian, and I don't link her to the black experience in America, even though she's grown up here in America. It's just different. It's different because it's deep. So parent wise, grandparent wise, if you're not connected to this country in certain ways, you just won't understand. You just won't. I'm not getting into it. It's just a big deal. What's happening here? So again, in situations like this, I love to hang on any motivational quotes, words from Black achievers, even though I don't know their personal lives, from those who have passed on and those who are still here. But you know what quote just stayed in my head? Just stayed. And that's the quote from Minister Society. Quote from Minister Society. When the cop had the main character in the interrogating room, and he said, and I'm going to paraphrase because it is Easter Sunday, you know you messed up, right? You know you messed up. You know it. You know you messed up. And I can see all the racists who are watching Dawn just salivating over this, looking like, you know you messed up, right? You know you messed up. She set us way back, y'all. Whether y'all want to admit it or not, way back. And what hurts me is not Agumake, it's Lisa Leslie. From the time that I have seen her, and I wasn't around watching her when she was at USC, but I saw her in a USA uniform playing in the Olympics. I saw her in Atlanta, and ever since then, I've seen her. She's always been a model of anything that's positive for the culture. I loved it. Everything that she said, and she's Don's friend, and she demands an apology from Geno, but she not talking to a girl like, girl, apologize to the culture, to the culture. But that's not a problem. That's not an issue. She set us way back.
Handshake between the two coaches. That would factor in because apparently Geno waited for a second handshake near midcourt after player introductions. Waited a decent amount of time and it never materialized.
And that's what he's talking about. That's what he's talking about. So thank you, Sports Center.